I'm not.
What? Like you were
Are
literally.
you texting someone?
I am not.
It can't be sexy.
My
It can't be a
screen
female
is-
shot. That one I know.
It's going to be on set for the first time, so you have to announce.
Anyways, how do you know it's not a female I'm talking to?
I will put everything on the fact that you're not texting a female. Right? I have more confidence that you're texting somebody from a Call of Duty group chat that you're texting a female.
Damn.
Anyways,
I know one.
Nothing
Don't
to say. You know what? No, talk now. This is a free show. It's called Ranching for a reason now.
worry, we'll come back to him.
We'll come back to him. I like that energy.
I got you.
You don't got him because
You
I'll
see?
come for you. It's over.
like we're
You have
on the same
fine girl
team,
on
like you
your
understand. No,
side. I know this is a very new experience for you. Stay vigilant.
Use the opportunity very well.
Very well, because it's not going to happen.
I got you always.
You know what? I will just remain silent on this matter because
You
I
won't,
have
Sha,
nothing
but don't
to say.
worry, it's fine. But let's just go back to our work. Welcome to the Ranching on TVC. As always, I'm the GOAT, or he is. And today I have...
Good.
Oh, you...
Sorry, go.
Oh,
Sorry.
you have...
Straight good.
Nice. No worry, I'm coming for you. So, let me just introduce... Well, let me let the strangers introduce themselves, because you know me, I'm always here. I have no choice. But I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Annabelle.
Please, you're not going to be using this camera time to be manipulating the men in this. You even gave multiple. You two stay vigilant. But I'm going to let you introduce yourself.
My name is Samiat, and for more information, you guys need to start respecting me. I am a Lagos State Youth Ambassador.
Period.
And it's not easy. Like, it is not easy. So,
rest.
Mama,
I think it's
the weight of
put
the elephant.
auntie in my name.
My God.
I think it's my turn.
it's not easy.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
People like
Let
us,
us finish.
if we're
Let us
introducing
finish.
ourselves, we like,
Drop it.
But
We
today
use the old
the
word.
show is like 45 minutes, Joe.
I go use that
your
45 minutes to
time.
introduce myself.
Have we finished?
Yes, I'm
Are you done? Can I go on now?
This bird
Okay,
over,
yes.
man.
I remain.
Weren't you just saying I got you?
Can I finish? See, you see my teammates. Can you imagine?
Sorry,
I won't pick your dog tag. Anyways, I remain Boluwatife, aka Udini, because you know.
What were you yesterday?
I'm clean like that.
What were you yesterday?
Yesterday,
You remain. What
Yes,
were
sir.
you yesterday?
like I was in church, so I had to go for
You.
So what was your name
brother
in church?
Bolu.
Brother Bolu.
Happy brother.
Deacon Bolu.
I beg, let's focus
Hey,
because this
Martin.
topic is very controversial. Again,
Okay.
thank God my parents don't have GOTV subscription. But today, we are talking
With
about
you.
parental pressures in life, basically.
Yeah.
And this is something that has affected me as recent as, God, this morning. So, well,
So I feel like I had a conversation with my friend yesterday about navigating dating and relationships with parental pressure. Like, you know how your parents can be like, oh, you're Yoruba girl, don't marry an Igbo guy. So I can't even start dating the Igbo guy because of what they want or what they think it should be. Do you understand?
yeah.
It doesn't make sense. What do you guys think?
I feel it depends on the perspective that like there's a saying that what an adult will see sitting down, no matter how high you climb, you might not
beg.
see. So I come down.
I'm big.
Chill.
Big.
Okay,
You're
so,
going to leave me hanging. You're going to leave me hanging.
so what I'm saying is maybe they have already seen
beg.
like some life
Scenarios,
experiences
yeah.
and stuff like that. Maybe it didn't work out because of maybe language barrier and all those stuff like that.
That's not the reason.
That's
but
not the
go on.
reason. It's tribalism.
No,
That's not the
no. I
reason.
think
tribalism.
I think that
Okay.
I think that experience-wise, they are there, and they've seen over and over and over again that sometimes, I wouldn't use most times, sometimes it doesn't work. Even, I mean, someone that is even from your own tribe, it still doesn't work. Not an out talk of when you're going into something you probably do not know so much about. And you won't blame them.
I blame
Really.
them.
You won't. You won't.
I blame them.
He has a lot on his mind.
You won't.
I feel like
You
this
won't
one
blame
is
them.
even a bit personal because again, this is something I've personally experienced because The first girlfriend I ever had was a Muslim.
Oh my
First
goodness.
I ever had was a Muslim, and my dad works in the church. So that was a very long conversation. My little brother snitched on me.
You said you went
Such
too
good-
far.
such
I'm
good-
sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I went
I'm
too far. I don't understand. Wait.
Such
No
mind.
boundaries.
I'm sorry.
Mind, guy. What attracted
I
you?
mean, what was this love?
Wait.
How old are you, though?
Repeat that question now, because I don't think the audience heard you. What did you just say? What attracted me?
What attracted you to
the
the
girl?
Muslim girl? Because last time I checked, they're all covered up.
Maybe
so
not
what?
all the
Not
covered
all
up.
Muslim
What were you
girls
thinking,
are covered.
Oyiz?
Not almost.
I'm a Muslim.
Not all Muslim girls are covered.
Yeah.
I am a Muslim.
So-
Anyways,
You show your
I've been
age
shot.
and your wisdom. Or
I've been
lack
shot.
of-
No. Give him small. Give him small.
I don't
I'm
want
not even on your side again. Please finish him.
That's not even my
Carry on.
issue
Like
now,
I
but let
said,
me just get to
I
the
am not
point.
picking your dog tag. Go on.
Please, this dog tag thing is stretching too much.
Yes,
Find
I-
another.
Go. Okay, yeah, sorry.
But I was saying,
What have I found
how old were
myself?
you when you were with the Muslim girl?
To be fair, I
12.
was a kid. I must have been like what?
12.
6.
6.
See,
16.
16. Sorry, she also
16.
said something foolish. I have to stop myself. I was
16.
16. My parents was like, how can you, as a Christian boy, be dating someone of that religion? Da, 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 da. For me personally, I've just never sent. I like the girl, and again, I took that step. Me and her are still cool to this day. So my own is that it's never really me. I've just never been. Again, I've dread, so I'm obviously far from the like.
So you served the girl, Sha.
Before. But my point is
Beware of who he is.
Justice for Muslim girls.
No, beware of who he is.
Justice
wait, actually,
for
no. You said saved. Okay, I was thinking of something else. Actually, no, she saved me.
Wait.
Oh,
She
so
saved
she
me with breakfast.
wow.
Serve, what are you thinking of?
Oh!
It doesn't even matter. But my point
Is it plantain related?
What's this boy?
I respect you. That was an inside joke for our constant viewers. But anyways, the thing is, like again, religion aside, tribe aside, the one thing I used to give my parents, and I just like close my eye to their decisions sometimes is that, you know what, everyone is a product of their environment. That's even all of us, we're all a product of our environment. So
I
if
agree.
they are of the perspective of like, oh, don't date this person, maybe in their childhood or maybe just people that they know, for some odd reason they must have seen something
Oh, it didn't work.
and we're like, it didn't work out, so I don't want that for my kids.
Exactly.
But personally, again, another thing, and again we're going to talk about it more on this topic, is the fact that a lot of our parents don't understand this fact that we're a product of our own environment. They expect us to think like them in that regard.
Yeah.
And they don't know that we have our own experiences. Our own social life is different. There's a lot of things that we have now that they didn't. There's that more education that we have that they really didn't, and access to information they didn't have. So when we are making our individual decisions, especially in the realm of dating, and again, it spreads to so much else. When we are having our own experiences, they can't understand it, they can't fathom it, because back in their time, it's taboo. Nobody really sees it as this thing, but
At the
I don't like
same
it.
time, you know, I mentioned it earlier that you would not blame them. So we are totally different humans, coming from different generation, coming from different exposure. I mean, what built them isn't the same thing that is building us. Do you get? So there's like from their own side, you know, they've seen certain things and they are so scared because we are their kids.
Okay.
They are so scared for you to fall into that trap, so to speak. Not trap per se, but then you are their kids. So there's this fear that comes in. I'm like, no, I don't want my child to fall into something like this. I don't want my child to this. You know, my mom once told me that if I dated or if I'm going to get married to one particular tribe, she was actually going to disown me.
Okay, she was specific.
Like she was
you
actually
mind-
going to
would you
disown
mind,
me.
like, would you
No,
mind
I don't think.
details?
I don't think I would like to mention that.
Feel free.
I don't think I would
now,
like
this
to
is
mention that
Rant.
because
Okay,
she might not even finally disown me. I
but
don't know.
But do you know?
Don't let
Actually, I even have a question here.
don't let
What
me be
tribe?
forward.
I'm
You're
Yoruba.
Yoruba, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Yoruba.
So all of us grew up in the, because again, as you, me, I'm half Yoruba, sure, but all of
What's
us
the other half?
understand that doesn't concern you. But all of that encompasses to the fact that we
True.
all grew up on one principle that is very prevalent in Yoruba households. What will people say?
Say.
Actually,
In as much as, yes, there is this fear that they don't want us like treading in certain waters because of stuff they've seen, they themselves, for their own personal reasons, like they don't want to, it's like, oh, they don't want their friends, it's like, oh, Falake's son married a Muslim, Falake's son married an Igbo, like stuff
I
like
actually
that.
have a story
Falake
because
can also
you know,
marry Oyibo.
I have
Nope,
a friend.
nope,
I have
nope.
a friend. Okay, so
In this
And they will not talk. Oh.
I actually have a friend.
They will not talk. They say how to know Igbo.
I actually
They will
have,
not
I have a
They'll
friend.
talk, oh, my
Is that
my
right?
mom.
Oh, I have a friend.
Talk,
I have a
oh.
friend that I think he was Igbo.
Mhm.
So I think he married a Yoruba person. He was a guy. He married a Yoruba person. You know, all the mom and like because I think his dad was late, so all the mom had to say was that what my friends say, because all of my friends, their like kids are marrying their fellow tribe and all the stuff like that. And at the end of the day, the funniest part was the marriage. They're still together till now. You get, so the marriage
That's
ended up.
surprising.
You get, so sometimes, like I said, depending on background also, because I heard that there are sometimes after your school, your dad will have a wife waiting for you that I brought this babe from our village.
God forbid.
That you're gonna like marry her.
2023.
Good for
But you'll be
me.
surprised. You'll be surprised that marriages like that last longer.
What are you saying?
I'm serious.
Most of
No,
the
no,
time.
no, 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 no,
I'm
no, no,
serious.
Correction.
No, 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 I'm
Correction.
going to-
I am
Correction.
very, very,
Wait,
very
no, no, no.
serious.
Okay.
Do you want to go on
I'm
triangle?
serious.
Because I know how I'm going to counter
Chill,
that.
I'm
you know
serious.
It's not
what?
possible for
Why
me.
you think it would last long? Because the girls are most times illiterate.
It's a lie.
So
That's
they
only
have
inside film now.
Marriages like
It's only
that
inside film. It still
last
happens.
longer.
It still happens.
okay,
Okay.
like your typical
Alright.
village.
No, not village.
Okay,
No, like I'm saying.
You sorry, city girl.
City girl.
That before your husband say one, you have
You
put
get, so
100 down.
like normally they were
How did they want to
village
last?
people were bred for
But village people,
housewives.
if you say one, you say Balen.
Yeah, you get, so definitely
But
it
that's
would last
because-
longer.
That's what I'm saying. That it works for them, but not for us.
Now
Like,
we are the
this
talk.
is what I'm even saying about what you just said. That start you just dropped is very flawed. I was about to. Okay. That start is very flawed. Let me tell you why it's flawed.
Okay.
A lot of those relationships, let me say 7, 8 times out of 10, are actually very abusive. Because
Yeah.
you put, again, in these cases where, again, the lady is literally bred to be the perfect housewife, right? A lot of them,
Yeah.
they have no say, they have no, in certain instances, like you said,
Yeah.
there's no education.
They
So
don't have
they are
enough money.
literally subservient. All they are there to do is serve.
And just
So
accept.
even if they're being beaten, insulted,
You know what?
disregarded in every which way,
Okay.
they are going to stay because, again, that's all they've ever known. And again, there's the concept of what will people say. Do you know how taboo divorce is in? You said you're Yoruba now. Do you know how taboo
Actually, yeah.
like divorce is in our culture? How many times do you like you see family? I know I have family that the parents, like the wife or husband, sleep in separate rooms. Like they can't stand each other
It
anymore.
doesn't mean anything. Though.
Okay, you know
Like,
what?
And they
it's
stay.
separate
Why?
You know, on that,
Because
on
of
that
what
your
people
point,
say.
on that your point, let me tell you something. The reason most of the time why it's abusive is because when you have an intention to marry someone, obviously when you have there'll be love. You get, so they now bring a different person, like they force it on you that. So definitely you don't love this person. So
That's not an excuse, Sha.
you're going to treat the person like a
It's
second
That's not an
option.
excuse, Sha.
But
That's not an
still,
excuse.
it is still part of it.
That's not an excuse, Sha. I somewhat understand what you're saying, but that's not an excuse, Sha.
Because what are you marrying the girl for?
Because your
me
parents said so.
To be
For
her.
peace of mind.
Because
For
your
what,
parents
now?
said so. Do you
No,
But
like for the
again,
guy.
you
like
know how
for the
mothers
guy,
are.
like-
maybe when you grow up in age and God height, you understand that
Damn.
eventually that
You know what?
have to be.
Funny enough,
For
girls
peace
are
of
okay
mind.
with my height because
Which girls?
Listen, I
Girls.
am
It didn't
not
say women.
Okay,
It
girls.
didn't say women.
again.
Before
Girls.
they finish deep frying you for your
Girls.
sake, let me just cut to commercial. We'll be right back.
It talk. It
I
talk
was
gay.
entered.
Welcome Welcome back to the ranch room. And I remain
You see,
from his words.
the ladies
remain.
are feeling it.
I see. What do you feel? I remain. Samiat, your Lagos State Youth Ambassador. Do not also forget to join the conversation using the hashtag The Ranch Room on TVC. So, my kids.
Go for this.
Yes.
But really,
How
really,
dare you talk to the dreaded one like that?
really, I can burn you people.
Bolu is your kid.
What are you saying?
I feel born.
See, leave
Listen,
the
mommy
height.
is talking.
Leave the height.
Mommy
there.
is
Leave the
talking.
height.
And it's not by size.
It's with size of.
It's make I not talk.
Okay.
We were talking about
PG-13.
oh yeah. You know, we're talking about the dating part and our parental pressure. So I would like to take you to this
You're religious.
conversation.
You understand?
Sorry.
Please continue, Jerry.
Mali Ekro reset.
Oh no.
So did you
Yoruba
ever
woman.
did you ever at some point, especially when you wanted to enter SS1, did your parents ever sit you down and be like, you're going to science class, you're going to commercial class, you're going to art class, Abby, you, which one?
No. I understand what you're saying.
But really.
I don't know how my parents did
Really?
it, Sha. To this day, I don't know how they did because they
Okay.
never actually sat us down and said, you're going to do this.
What they do?
But I have 3 brothers. The first one studied engineering in uni. I was supposed to study law.
What
My
happened?
little
You were
brother is
What
studying.
happened? What happened?
My little brother is studying medicine as we speak. So that's the holy trinity. You know how it goes now.
I want to ask.
Politics, don't worry. I didn't go and study something like drawing or something. Don't worry.
Politics what they want be.
I don't understand.
You.
No, I went his career.
Anyways.
I went his career.
But
I went his career.
some videos of me out there, I can't be a politician again. It's over for me.
But don't worry.
Again, what my
I think
parents
I've seen some. Okay,
What?
anyways. Only,
But basically, what my parents essentially accomplished was the holy trinity. Do you know how it goes now? Doctor, lawyer, engineer, or disgrace. So if it's not any of them, you have to fit
Black
into
sheep.
one of them.
Now why you
You're
black?
like
oh,
But
how
it's
dare you
very
speak to the
white
dreaded
now.
one?
Sorry.
What's that?
Nice one.
But it's good.
Nice
It's
one.
not a bad
But
thing.
Exactly.
again, me, I swayed my own way. In fact, so much so that my
Yeah, we
parents
know.
took me out of school
You have
for
piercings.
a year
It's okay.
because
And
I
you're on dread.
refused to do law.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they took me out of school for a year.
Yeah.
Because
So
I
where were
refused
you?
to do law. I was chilling for a year. I didn't go to school. This was
He said
all
that
of,
was cheating.
I want to say 2019. I wasn't in school for a year.
You don't like
Because
stress.
I hate stress.
I
don't have time for
love school so much that
Yeah,
I
man.
don't think
Who loves school?
I don't think I would like to.
Hey, wait. This is not the message we're trying to give on TVC. I beg.
No, please, children, go to school. Face
Go.
your goals.
Go.
Talk to yourself. What's that?
What are you
But
saying?
jokes aside, parents obviously school fee pressure. No, it's very easy for them to convince us to do
So
To do what you want.
to
well-
do what they want essentially. But me, just being me, like I found my own way. And honestly, even my big brother found his own way. He's a chef in the UK right now.
You know what?
Little brother
You know
too.
what?
He's playing football.
I would
God
just
willing,
say-
professionally very soon.
But
He's
that's
playing
what
semi-pro
You know
now.
I would just say,
Yeah.
in your case, I feel like you were lucky because there's some people that actually, followed what their parents said, and like they are into, but everything just has to do with like passion, like what you.
passion.
So like imagine like your parents are telling you that you should like go into medicine, for instance, and like you just say okay because my mommy said so, and I just want to like all doubts and everything, and you go into that, and your real passion is like, for example, your brother now being a chef. So like you're doing medicine, you're fulfilling your parents' dreams, but you're not fulfilling yours.
So
Yes.
that's something I've just always been
Yes.
Some
against.
things like some parents say, not mine though, mine are blessed.
Mm.
But some things
Okay,
some
their own
parents
parents.
say
They are not
Their
is
own-
that,
What happened to
oh,
other
do the
people's
course
parents?
I want you to do, then after doing it, go and do what you want to do. And I feel like it's
9
not
times
right.
out of 10 is a setup, but
It's a setup because they won't
It's a
pay
big
for it.
trap.
You go and hustle.
Kindly don't
yourself
fall.
and enter.
setup.
It's a big setup. But
Actually.
my parents personally like never did, I want you to do this, you must do this. They were more like, if you want to do it, do it. But then I prefer you do this. Like they wanted me to do law, but
Yeah.
You
yeah.
respect me as a
No,
lawyer.
you know,
Mhm.
the thing is,
Can you imagine?
can you imagine?
you know, I keep saying this thing. You still won't blame them because it's what they've seen, and because they
Wait.
forget that
What have they seen?
they forget that things are changing.
Exactly.
The world is evolving.
So what have they seen?
I cannot convince anybody to go and study law now.
If they want to do
Like,
the law,
this
why
is
do
my
they
If
do
you
it?
study law,
So
can
answer his question.
you will just read
as
book.
to what they've seen now. Like, let's be honest, 2023 compared to when
20 years
let's
ago,
say
15
when my
years
parents
ago.
were
Yo.
let's say
Exactly.
the 80s or whatever.
Different
Imagine in the 80s, you want to tell your parents you want to be a journalist or a musician.
No.
There was no money.
You
in
not
that.
even talk am.
It's like you wouldn't even utter
Even up
it
to now,
because
that music
there was
self
no
get come
money
out.
in that world.
You won't even be able
like
to
you
say
said,
it.
keyword before.
Even in America, there wasn't a single like musician that was a billionaire.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't possible. Like, this was
Yeah.
stuff that you couldn't even fathom. When you tell,
There was
because like I
no-
said,
there
the
was no
reason
discovery
why I
then.
ended up picking politics here is because I wanted to do journalism and media.
Are you sure?
My parents literally
not,
said to me
like-
like, oh, how are we going to pay tuition money for you to write on paper, to talk on TV, something like
Don't
that.
they watch TV?
Because they didn't see, I don't
Right,
understand.
you're watching me right
Because
now.
they didn't see the value in it. Even till recently, they didn't see the value in it until both my parents got credit a lot recently from a job I did. That's when they
wow.
heard, like, oh, that's when he was like,
That's a
oh,
flex, that's a flex.
okay. Like, he was actually spitting before. Even to this year, until they saw that shit, they was like, ah, okay, I get it. So that's a lot of what, because even look at like a Burna's mom, but even Davido's dad, we hear these stories of how their parents are completely against them, like delving into this world of entertainment. But with Nigerian parents, again, especially Yoruba ones, drop a war and immediately they will understand.
But you know that I also feel like there's a part that the child also has to play, because if you don't, because there are sometimes that
You're right.
now.
Sorry to interrupt you,
Yeah.
but you're right. In whatever you want to do, if whether it's what your parents want you to do, whether you want to do, you have to show diligence
actually,
and hard
because-
work within it. If you don't, then your parents
They'll be
stepping
like, this
in.
person not
They're
a
right
serious
to because
person,
they're your parents, and you're like, okay,
Actually.
we love
See,
you.
I don't like this whole idea of them choosing what to do or whatever.
Yeah, that would never
At the end of the
didn't work
day,
for me.
if I actually studied that law, I would be in that school for 5 years. I would read. Are you not reading morning and night?
I'm not
They will be at home,
Oh.
traveling,
No.
traveling.
In their defense,
No.
I think that at some point in our lives, we are young to make certain decisions, and I think that's the reason they tend to come into our lives to make certain decisions for us. So
I think that ends
when you're coming from school, let's assume you have like let's assume you have like a group of friends,
Yeah.
and you guys have probably decided, okay, let's go to art class, let's go to commercial class, let's do this, let's do that, and you do not have a mind of yours. And for some parents, they tend to study their kids.
Yes, sir.
Like from a young age, my mother she just knew I liked talking, and she knew that, okay, this girl, she probably would do law or journalism or just one thing that was going to push her outside and made me talk. So she just supported me. She didn't say it out. I'm sure left to her. And then to go to science class.
You know what?
But she didn't force it. She didn't say anything.
call me
So
Eugene
it was
for a
an
reason.
issue
I'm a very
of
mysterious person.
I want to make a decision for you that will make and normal your life. But at the same time,
how's
I
that
think that they forget sometimes that people have passion for things. There are some people you might have seen and be like, oh, I want to be like this person. And they are not understanding because it is not their passion. Because sometimes to parents like living their life through their kids.
Yeah.
For some people, they were not able to be a doctor. So they'll be like, I want to be a doctor.
I can see the journalism you claim.
Exactly. So
The journalism
I
you
think
play
that
there.
part is a bit selfish.
Okay.
It's a bit selfish because you're not supposed to live your life through your kids. I mean, you're supposed to allow them to live their life. You can guide them, but then do not
can advise
allow
them.
At the same time, you that you say you want to go and do artists, what will you eat?
There's money now.
Which
There's
money?
Well,
There's
no,
money.
the thing is,
There's money when you have the
startup-
right
Listen,
connection. Then
yeah.
you will remember where you're coming from.
The
too.
startup,
You people that your mommy and dad, they are
I
still
The startup is
struggling.
not easy, but there is money.
Eventually, do you
if
know
you
how
see-
many?
Whoa,
years?
wait.
See,
Wait.
wait. Auntie Ejo,
Be
please.
patient.
What
You know
I'm saying is
my-
that, see, if you have A, passion, and B, obviously talent, then
Yeah.
please delve into the
Heavy
There's
on talent,
definitely
'cause-
people that obviously they think, I can be an artist, I can be a journalist, I can be da-da-da. And the truth about it is that they suck at it, naturally. But I feel like as human beings, we're supposed to have this, we're still young, you're supposed to have these opportunities to mess up. like understand that okay, this isn't for me.
no.
Even me too, I've had my phases. Like I've tried things, it didn't work out, and my parents were in that I told you so. I was like, okay, fine.
And
So
that's
I tried
because
something
it was
else.
something you could correct. I
Okay.
think I disagree that you should. I
But
mean,
you know that you
I
can't-
understand that you can make
Listen,
mistakes, but
yeah.
there are certain mistakes that I'm sorry.
But you know that in life,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
you
have
of
to-
course,
there's
correct it.
always a line.
And
between
that's what
mistakes.
they are always trying to avoid.
But you know what? If
Well,
they
learn
avoid
from
that,
the
how
mistake.
exactly? How would you
How would I
learn?
learn?
Because
That's
Are they going to be there
for
forever?
I
learning
actually want
to
Bolu
be-
to actually get into this.
you know
like,
what?
Well,
going
don't
For
support
learning,
Bolu.
for learning,
Don't forget.
what is going on?
You're siding with me now.
Yeah,
people.
so I've learned.
This
Yeah,
is
I like that.
injustice. I'm being countered.
worry,
But
let me support
anyways,
you. Let me
anyway,
support
yes, you see.
For now.
But
For
Samia
bad
to
behave.
take, oh,
If
she
you
leave
do
you.
anyhow.
So I feel yeah. It also depends. What do I even want to say? It depends on the child. You understand? Because yeah, like you said, passion and drive, and and you have to make your parents understand that. Okay, yeah, there's a way that you can approach also matters.
Yes, true.
Like you can't just approach your mom and be like, okay, come, I can't be a lawyer. I don't talk much yet. You understand? So like you listen to her first. You get then after everything, so you just bring it to a point where she can get not like insultively, but I'm
Yeah,
saying-
you have to present
You're
yourself right.
respectful.
It's just like,
Yeah.
okay, this is what I want to do, and this is the plan. One thing I always give my big bro like credit for is that he came with a plan. He did the degree they wanted, and he literally had it like, if I get this particular degree, you guys are going to let me do my thing and go and pursue culinary school. My parents just thought that it was like, he'll finish his degree and then he'll eventually just go and do his
Forget it,
engineering
yeah.
thing. He put his certificate on my
Down.
dad's desk and said, I am going to culinary school next month. He hasn't done anything in the realm of engineering in years.
So at the end
How
of the
long
day,
is culinary school?
It's just like
at the end of the
a
day,
year, 2 years, but obviously you can just pick up more courses and stuff, and that's what it's
Like, you
doing.
don't
And
have to
now-
study it in university.
you don't really have to study.
I
Just
can't
go
study
under the mentorship of
economics.
another chef.
Wow.
It's simple.
no, I think at the end of the day, we need to learn how to compromise situations.
Yeah.
So as
I've
parents,
never been a
you
compromiser.
need
but
really,
never.
really,
You have to learn.
really.
To the
As
detriment.
parents, you need to learn how to. meet your kids at the middle.
middle, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I remember when I wanted to enter
Important.
the higher institution. So my dad wanted law too, although he wasn't forcing it, but he just like. I'm sure he would have been praying secretly. Yeah, come on, it's a law.
Yes, no, because
But
that's bragging rights.
I
in
was
WhatsApp
not
group.
interested.
That's a bragging rights in the
As in,
WhatsApp
no
group.
WhatsApp,
It's
yeah.
like,
My father is not on
my
WhatsApp.
daughter
He's a lie.
is a
No,
lawyer.
he's a lie. It's not I'm going to
This how
interview.
we go down like
So
someone in the group like just said I'm like come I could take you to
anyway.
court and I'll win because
So
my daughter has
we
a
were
lawyer.
having that
So,
conversation and he was
Yeah.
like, okay, so what do you want to do? And I'm like, I wanted to study English or mass comm, one of the
I'm sorry,
two.
wait.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
When you
Wait, stop.
study English, what
You
do you
want to
do?
study English?
I'm even studying English presently. Excuse me.
So what?
What?
I'm not true.
Okay.
So
You
we
can
had
study
that
English.
conversation and we were like, I was like, okay, I
study
wanted to
English.
study English or mass comm, and he was like, okay, but sure, you can do law, sha. I said I don't like law because I don't like lawyers. And he was like, okay.
So
no
what are you
wahala.
doing now?
He now said,
Sorry.
wait,
That's what
oh,
she
Wait,
he
said.
now mentioned that if you study law, I can give you, if you bring second class up at home, I don't mind.
Okay.
But that English you want to go and study your mass comm,
First
it must
class.
be first class, oh. First class or not, it's top, but in first class, I will not pay your school fees. I will not this, I will not, and I'm like, okay, we have a deal. And yours truly had a first class in year 1.
Thank you for specifying.
Okay, we're still on the road. We're still on the road.
Going forward,
You don't know.
University of Lagos showed me shenge.
It's not
No,
easy as it
I'm not going to say.
I didn't say it's easy.
Present.
When it
No,
comes
no,
to
no,
like, I hate
no,
when
no,
people
no.
have
So,
the mindset of,
I
if
think-
you do mass comm,
See, my
it's
love,
easy.
No.
I am sure
People have that
I know
none
people
of
definitely
you,
have that.
none of you can even cope in English. Language courses
I don't understand.
are very, very difficult.
What are we
Quote me
speaking?
anywhere. Oh, you think this is your regular English?
Speaking
My
English.
dear, it is not.
Do you want the British English
Language
or the
courses
UK one?
are very difficult.
Wait, stop. Wait, stop. I just want to put VAR quickly. I just want to point out the fact that this idiot right here, guy said, do you want British or UK? What's the difference, man? Okay, wait. Sorry. I want you to defend for what the nonsense she says. But you've clearly shown that not everyone can actually do English. So we're actually
not
have
everybody.
to stop. We are right back. See, I have just come to disgrace.
You know what?
I am asking her that, why are you doing English?
Welcome back to the Rant Room on TVC. You can join our conversation using the hashtag the Rant Room on TVC. And I would love to redeem myself before we go on. Yeah, it is British and USA, like the difference.
British and American English.
Anyways,
as the English major
so-
on the couch.
English. Okay, flex.
Period.
So, anyways, I would love us to like talk about the how parental pressure affects us like financially. Like, you know, the parents trying to like give us money, waiting on them to give us money, because this day and age, most of our peers, they like pay for their own thing. Like, you know, when you have passion for something, you pay for it. Like, you're actually seeing the work that you get. So how the financial
No, I'll jump in for you. It's fine. I understand speech impediment. Everybody can do English.
Yeah.
We thank God. But anyway, last one.
wow.
I'm so sorry. But that one, I'm so sorry. You know my guy now. Much love. But anyway, you know you're my guy. But anyways, I get what you're saying, because when our parents still have this, again, financial, what's the word I want to use, hierarchy. Let's just let me just use that. So when financial control, yeah, that works. So basically, when they're still essentially paying for everything, our transport, gifts, clothing, everything of the like they can quite literally even control everything else you do, even down to your career.
No, they will. They can't. They will.
In fact,
Exactly.
they will.
Anybody that has financial control over you,
They will
control
Will
you.
control you.
Totally.
Yeah, because basically it's like even down to academics, like we just spoke about. Like if they're the one paying for your education and you want to tell them you want to study art or something that they like, not even this art, because obviously I'm a student of the art, so no disrespect obviously, but the thing is when they have this control, the fact that they're paying for it, there is definitely that over you. But the thing is, us in our generation, yeah, like we have to come to a point very quickly and understand, like, if we don't actually start making our own money, like
These
you're
people will
never
control
going
you
to
for
have
life.
any independence at
financially.
all. Like I knew very early that I had to make money to live the lifestyle that I
you
live.
wanted.
So very quickly, like I really have to start looking for ways to make bread for
I
myself.
feel like parents have a lot of control, like you said, financially, because I'm still in school, but I could be in school, you're giving me allowance, and if I choose to use that allowance to do something, like to buy my friend a gift or something, is an issue, because why? They gave me the money. Do you understand? So it's like, as much as they gave me the money, they still want to control what I'm using their money to do. My parents will do this thing. I mean, they used to do it, they've stopped it. But when like, my mom could be like, stop talking to people on the phone at so time, and if it passes that time, she can come and take the phone, because they bought the phone for me. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And I hate that thing, but it's like, it has stopped, thank God. Glory be to
literally
Jesus.
no, because even when I even remember I think this was the first time I saw like the power dynamic. My dad knew it was over, and I saw his heart basically drop because I think it must have been like 19. I bought my first phone for myself, and I just came visiting from uni. So my dad came into my room, must have been like 2 a.m. and he was like, "Oh, he's late. Give me your phone. Why are you still on your phone?" I laughed at him. I straight laughed. I was like, I laughed, and then he understood. He shook his head. I saw a grin, and then he left because he knew, you can't take this from me. I bought
Something you
it.
bought by yourself.
Like
I know.
bought it.
That particular concept, I don't like it.
I don't even like
The fact
exactly,
that
you're
there's
taking your
somebody
phone.
somewhere, it's not even the phone. The fact that there's someone somewhere giving me money, and I owe them some sort of
Don't
what
go into
I'm
sugar
going
daddy.
to. No. I mean, I'm talking of parents. I'm talking of parents.
I'm just saying.
I owe them.
Where's your mind at?
I owe them
I'm just
some
letting
sort
you know
of
in advance.
I owe them some sort of allegiance on how I'm going to spend that money. I don't like it. Like, I don't.
It's
I
their
do
money.
not like it.
It's not their money. They
I
give
don't
it
like
to me.
it.
It's not mine.
No, but it's still
At
At the end of the day, it's
in
their
my
money.
account.
Because there are some, I mean, I'm grateful for my parents. There are
Yes,
some
so-
parents that do not, they don't even care about your existence. I
Yeah.
mean, you have money, you don't have.
But you know,
So I think that even if the struggle is there, I think I would still appreciate the fact that they deem it fit to give me. Even if now it's my mom that is collecting money from me, she borrow my money and she will not return it.
Oh, God, you
That worries
understand?
She will borrow my money and she will not return it.
Based
I
on
remember
how they
one
have
day.
built
I'm so
houses
sorry.
right
Let me
now.
quickly share that.
They would have built
How they have
that.
built
I remember
houses.
one story. My mommy borrowed my money. I think 3,000 or something. And because I mean, I'm such a merciful child. I'm the first child. So if my mother asks her, quickly borrow me
Merciful
money,
child, they
I'll
collect
quickly
class,
give.
so.
I'll give. That
can never
day,
be
she asked me, oh, I gave her. Oh yeah, return my money. Trouble.
Yeah,
That day, I
she'll
was,
be like,
I was livid.
you know, no.
I started talking. I said, I borrowed you money.
The
You not
phrase
give
that they
me.
use is,
From the
"Are you not
back.
eating?
Mommy
Are you
don't
not eating
carry
in this
cane.
house?
Wipe me.
Are
I'm
you
saying,
not eating
Cho,
in this
Jawuni,
house?
Cho, she give me
paying
money.
NEPA?
Who's paying NEPA?
Oh, this
Wait,
place
is-
you're living, is it free?
On top of my
free?
money.
3K.
Since that day, I said, if I ever borrow you money,
You
say
know,
that it's not you that gave birth
you
to
know,
me.
I actually feel also
Because-
that this particular topic here, it also affects like the mental health of the child, because you know, you look at, you know, like, you know,
Good segue, good
peer-
segue, good segue.
like peer pressure sometimes, you know, like you're looking at your friends are like, like the job I did last week, like, and you're like, damn,
Oh my God,
my
yes. I have this.
my sister gives me, my sister gives me a Larry.
That,
Oh my
like,
God.
she is proper independent. Like, I'm not even on that level of independence.
Okay, you're still
Honestly,
coming
I'm
from
still
the back.
getting there. But she's proper independent. Like, she's in the same school as me. And then she literally sponsors herself. Like, her room, her... Like, they don't even give her allowance or anything. Do you understand?
Yeah,
And
you know, like,
she's
it's like
there.
a flex
And she's
on its
even
own.
better, like, even than me, than collecting allowance. Like, I'm still very grateful, mommy and daddy. But then I'm just like, I love her independence. You understand? I love how she's who she is. And then onto the mental health thing, it's not affecting me mentally.
Like, that's you.
I don't compare myself with people. Do you
You
understand?
know, there are some people
Everybody
that
has
actually
their
have
own time.
low self-esteem.
I understand,
that
but
you
then
get, so like you're just looking at the person and like for instance, there was a day I went to the beach. That time I think I was using an iPhone 6.
Which iPhone are you using?
This was probably last year.
which
Which iPhone are you? Which iPhone are you using?
At least it has
Which
anyways.
iPhone are you using?
he has
I am using
upgraded.
But they still
iPhone.
bought in, Sha.
I am using an iPhone.
Stop.
Okay, because your phone has
As I was
Are you
saying,
okay? When
as
did you
I was saying,
Are you okay?
oh my
Show the
God,
camera.
Oh, yeah.
This,
Sorry.
I have glass back.
Helping him.
As I was saying, I think that around it wasn't last year actually. Please.
you said your phone still has button.
So I think I went to the beach, and so like I saw like people that were like with their 11, and I wanted to go and I wanted to walk up. Don't judge me. To
you
collect
won't.
someone's
a
number
safe
because
space.
I saw like the girl looked attractive from afar. So you know, as a guy, that I
The
am,
short guy that you are.
I would
Short king.
Guy, wait.
Short king.
I'm just going to
Short
give
king.
you guys a little bit of game, just a
Short
very
king.
quick segue away
Let
from
me
the topic
finish.
right now. I'm so sorry because it's important for my kings to know. Before you approach a babe, look at your phone and look at her.
Exactly.
No,
that
no,
is
look at phone now.
extreme.
that is where I'm getting to. That
No,
is
I
where
don't
I'm
like
getting
that
to.
phone thing.
I was on my way. I was on my way with my iPhone 6, like a big boy. Yeah. And this girl brought out 12 Pro Max. And
Last
Divided
year.
by 2.
on the
Divided by
spot,
2.
on the spot.
Even divided by 2.
I was humbled. On the spot, I was humbled, and my mind told me that if I go there, I'll be disgraced
I don't like that.
in a public
A phone
space.
is not supposed to determine if you are a
Exactly,
man
you're a
or not.
good
Now why they use
person.
boy?
What are you
If
saying?
to send a man, you go get
No, if you have
that
sauce, you can
courage.
play software.
Listen to
Like,
me.
if
And
you have
forget.
sauce,
Listen
play
to me. There is a
software.
place for wisdom and stupidity. My mind was like, as a wise man,
No, as
if
a
I
wise
go
boy,
there,
that
if
you
I
were
go
not.
there, if I go there, she'll be like,
You should
It's
have
a
put
lie.
your
Not
your
every
number
girl
on
is like
her
that.
phone now.
What?
Not every. I
Actually,
am not like that.
Then
If
what
you
will
come
I
and
say?
toast me with another I
Say
don't
your phone is
care.
charging.
telling me.
Love is not.
So
sorry,
my-
love
Oh, I
is
just
not.
bought my
my situation will be like someone that called a 14 Pro Max and the guy was like, why are you calling me? Do you want to spoil my phone? What are you saying? No, I don't want that. I have.
No, but really, I think that we put unnecessary pressure on ourselves. I think that we put unnecessary, especially the guys, really guys.
have dignity.
But you know what it is? Like, away from this,
I empathize with you. I don't want to sympathize with you.
have
I think that the pressure is more on you guys.
Yes.
Especially when you see your peers
Everywhere
maybe
choke.
talking, saying that they went for certain jobs, and you're still there, and you're still like asking your parents for money. Personally,
I feel like that's for everybody.
no,
You still have to-
I cannot date a guy that is still collecting money from his mommy.
No.
I cannot date a guy that is still collecting money from his mommy. I
Why?
can't.
It depends
I'm sorry.
on what age.
So how old
I know fit. That will not
dare you?
concern you.
Depends on what
Because I know they
age.
collect money from my mama. I know.
No, I respect that. No, I actually respect that.
I can't. It's not even like I'm going to ask you for the money. I just feel like you should be comfortable on your own because really, that's why I said initially I put it that for guys, I think it's more difficult for you people.
Yeah, because
Especially when you're having that conversations and you're like, I'm still waiting for my parents to give me money.
yeah,
to send
I'll
me
just
money.
remain silent. I'll be like, Bolu, say something. Nah, I'm okay.
Let me go more. Okay. So even me, I don't
but
talk.
Chinny, you know what it is? Yeah, another thing that we haven't even discussed, and I'm sure all of us has at least some relation to it. When your parents hit you with the, oh, look at what person A is doing. Look at you.
No, my mama do
And I'm just like, it's always so funny, especially the people that your parents are citing. It's just like, oh,
Yeah,
Maybe it's
look
their
at
mates
food,
that
it's like,
Dangote.
look at person B.
No.
Okay, look at
And
person
I
B.
Their
know
mates
well.
is Dangote.
And
Their
I know
mates
well.
is Dele
Oh,
Momo.
what person B is doing.
B.
And person B is
It's like,
not
look at
good,
person
though.
Please.
Person B is the worst.
That person
No.
is-
Actually,
No.
Going to school.
Uh,
I'm like, mommy.
It's tit for tat.
I was
Oh.
just like, mommy, I to person B yesterday. What are you talking
No.
about? Tiny bleeped her. But anyways,
oh, he's
No. It's tit for tat.
He smokes.
Tit for tat. If they say that person B is doing this, mommy,
I don't smoke,
Daddy.
by the way. I'm joking.
Hey,
But
that's-
Tiny bleeping.
a
it's your
liar.
mate that is Dangote. It's your mate that is $10. And I was not born there. So make nobody pressure me, I beg.
It's like, are you attending?
I beg. Yeah, that's it. Make nobody even compare me. No.
You know, I was about to say something just now.
That one
Yours,
is
but no,
even, it's
parents
even
actually
a red
do
flag
that.
completely.
But what
for me.
you
No, it's
saying?
not.
No, I was about to say something, but I'll just,
No,
Speak up,
this is the round
Shopee.
tune talk.
I understand, but there are some things that if I proceed to say, it's going
Okay,
to get
the
me in
flow
trouble.
will
You've already said a lot.
See,
That
I said it.
I
I'm
might,
going to enter
I
trouble.
might eventually be homeless.
Don't worry. Just don't tell them about the show. But go.
no. They
No,
know.
you must finish this.
No,
thing. You're not
please,
leaving this
save
studio.
me. Help me.
No.
Help me.
We're not saving.
Please.
No, but really, parents out there,
Thank
if you're watching, I think that it's not proper for you to compare your kids with any other. Every child is unique. Every child is special. On
Every
his
child
or
has their
her
own time.
Exactly, please.
Exactly, time.
It's your mate that is Dangote. It's your
Like
mate
the
that is
motivation
wow.
with
It's your
that.
mate that is
And we do not complain. We do not compare you.
Shagaya. It's your mate that is Eleganza. And we do not put
Eleganza.
pressure on you.
Yo.
So please,
And
make
the-
nobody even pressure me as I did like this. Plenty of my mates are in the street that they are doing something that they cannot say at all. And
You
I'm
know what?
still good.
You know what?
Doing
like,
good, girl.
Like based on this, I
no,
will
make nobody vex me.
I actually encourage people here that they should find a skill. Everything about book, school.
Yeah.
So I've had several friends that they went to school and all that, but they didn't use what they studied in school to.
Now one is
E.g.
everybody.
Yeah, e.g. yeah, beautiful example. So like I would love to.
But
want
me,
to
I will
understand.
use it, Sha.
As a wise man that I am. I
a
want
wise
to
boy that you are.
encourage.
Leave him alone.
I want to encourage us that we should find a skill. Anything, we can do
What's
school
your
stuff.
skill?
My skill, different things, but we'll
I heard
get
you're a
back to
magician.
Yes, I am. Actually, they call me Houdini.
Are you related to
Houdini
Pella?
kwa.
Do you know
Houdini.
Pella? Do you know Pella? Do you know
Houdini.
Professor Pella? You
Houdini.
did not know
Quick question. Wait. Spell Houdini.
Magic.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'm not
Spell
there.
it.
magic cards. Let's leave
Magic
that. Let's live my
cards.
life, please.
We need some-
What are you into? Like, what skill do you have?
Well, I have plenty skills.
Like,
Plenty.
like,
It's plenty.
Like-
Oh, yeah, skills.
like what? Like what?
Plenty.
Like what?
Make I start.
Yes, please. Just give us two. Let's know. Bust our head.
This one that I'm doing self now skills. Not everybody feel come.
It's
Come
true.
Okay. So.
Then you said two.
Okay, sorry.
You mean one.
No. Yes.
You have not said anything. I don't know how you deflected it.
You cannot even spell.
But bringing it back to the topic, because I don't want to shame you for talent lesson. I'm so sorry, but that was
I'm a very
But
talented person. You think it's easy to do magic?
it is easy to do magic.
You think it's easy?
Abio.
Yeah.
I could make
family
Anyways,
member, Professor
No,
Pella.
wahala. So when we come back, can you do me a favor, disappear and come back with more sense? Ejo, and
Yee.
you will now spell that Houdini when we
Yee.
come back. Until then,
Justice for
will
Bolu.
be
This is not fair.
right
Throughout this show, I've been attacked.
It's not that.
on TVC. Hopefully he appears smarter when he comes back.
Amen. We pray.
Welcome back to the Ranch Room on TVC. As always, I'm Mohij. Remember to join the conversation with the hashtag The Ranch Room on TVC. Now, with everything we've discussed here, I feel like a lot of it also comes back to finding our way in what our parents would call unconventional means to success. Like, just using myself as an example, everything I do now, I didn't learn a lick of it in university. Everything I know in media, for the most part, was learned independently, self-taught editing, like learning how to use Photoshop and stuff like that. I learned it myself, but as I was building this, it didn't really make any sense to my parents, because a lot of this stuff, is, as they say, only kuku. Like everything has to be money. Like they didn't really see the success in it. So do you guys have any experiences in that realm, telling your parents that, oh, this is what I want to do, but it was outside the realm of, as you know, doctor, lawyer, engineer, or disgrace?
Okay, so like
Pilot
mine,
sometimes, Sha.
like
That you're
mine, mine, I think my parents are actually different, because right from start, I also showed signs in graphics and all those stuff like that, and computer in general, because I was a very, very techie person. I am still a very techie person. I know you will still attack me. Do not, I have saved myself. I am still a very techie person. So right from start, showing signs at early stages will also give them hints that, okay, their child is not, the 4 things that you said, I've forgotten. Anyways, they are not into all those things, that they want to do their own thing. So right from start, you already know that, okay, if they bring this idea up, you might actually have a different thought
Towards it.
So right from start, that's why I went into computer science and and other stuff like that. So
That's because it's something to be proud of. Abi.
Let's be honest, I feel like some parents can manage computer science, especially when you see the
even now, a lot of them are beginning to accept it.
My parents didn't really say anything about when I said, oh, I wanted to do mass comm, because to them, like I said, mass comm is easy. Mass comm. Just do it. As long as you do it, that first class, this thing, get that first class. But it's not easy.
No easy.
Nothing is easy. Nothing is
Actually.
easy.
So even be useless self.
To be useless is not easy. But then they were supportive of it, because they were
the way I would have really but just continue.
They were supportive because they were like, oh, as long as we get to see you on TV,
You see, that is what they know.
They like that one.
It's what people. It is the shiny.
it is the flex.
It's
the flex.
That's my kid.
They have to be able to brag about you on their WhatsApp group chat.
I think that,
especially the
I
Christian
think that
one.
it's because we've the definition of the success in our society has taken another turn. If you don't have money, if people are not seeing you out there, they don't believe you're successful.
They believe success is when you're
exactly
there,
and I think that we need to understand that success is relative. I mean, I could be doing just my thing in my corner, and in my mind that's my own success, and for them, Nigerian, African parents,
wasting time.
it's not like that, really. It's
like
not like
the thing
that.
is, they just
want to see you out there.
Literally, they just want this conventional job that where you're just working under a set firm or whatever. They don't really understand the concept of entrepreneurship, the way it is not like the ease of creating a business or being your own company compared to their era. One is definitely not easy, but the ease of access is definitely easier than they had it. You can't just wake up one day and like, oh, I want to start a media company. Like now you can start a media company behind your desk this big. You can be an influencer,
content creator,
but
there's this one
and all
that's
stuff
trendy right now. I've forgotten the name. It has to do with content creation. They call themselves something creator.
What?
Digital. Oh, when I remember.
I hope you're not talking about all those TikTok people that have been doing ice cream so good.
You do. But really, I just think
make
that
me water.
it still comes from where it still boils down to where they are coming from. and where we are also coming from. So there's a clash of generation.
And they're not realizing
thinking.
that we are changing. Like,
And you people too are not understanding. We are not understanding that they have their fears. I mean, I understand that things are changing, but they have their fears as well. I mean, these people are always thinking that, okay, when I leave, especially, now when they die, there's always this issue of when I die, what's going to be of you?
That was very dark.
No, really. I don't know, maybe because of my faith.
Yeah.
The kind of person I am, I mean, whatever plans I'm making, there's always the plan of, if I die, it's there, as young as I am.
What are you doing with?
Is as young as I am, as young as I am.
All the time.
Anything I'm planning, there's always the part of, if I die, not to, leave what we are saying. So there's an issue of the fear of what my child is going to be when I'm not existing. So at the end of the day, I think that convincing them and letting them know that, okay, this is what is going on, that's why we are doing. And also, please, we should not forget to also remember that it's not every time that people are doing something that we need to do. I beg, carve your niche. If it's that doctor, if that doctor pay you, be a doctor. That law, as much as you are shouting, people are not doing law. If you see JAMB form now, what do you want to do? Which school are you going? Is it that University of Lagos? University of Lagos. Course medicine and surgery.
Under your point,
accounting.
I feel.
And you are still going to those departments. You are still studying those courses. So please. What are we doing?
I also feel like it depends on what our parents also see. You understand? Because we are different. There are some people that they are, I don't want to mention it, but cybercrime and all those stuff like that. So most of the time, like, the society tends to see the negative part of. So like when they see like all these our peers, like for instance,
me about it,
doing like all these, for instance, Yahoo
now look
and
at
cybercrime and all those stuff like that. You get, so that they're like, okay, if I don't enforce my kid to do this, they might eventually go into that because of friends, and you will not be at home all day, and like for the rest of it, you'll not be living in the house. So they're scared of that. So I feel that it's also what they see.
I get it now, because even now, like,
the one that they enforce.
I hate the fact that I'm even saying this, but you know how when, like, if you were to ask your average Nigerian parent, Joe Yahoo boy, I'm so sorry, at least 7 out of 10 of the features, like I'm so piercing dreads, chain, it's not looking
rings on his fingers.
Like when I came home,
dangerous person, people.
Please, one of these rings has a cross on it, a big.
You have tattoo.
But no. I'm not there yet. I feel like that would officially kill off my mom.
You soon get there.
But
don't do it.
Do they stop you?
Get a tattoo yet. They can't stop me.
See,
it's not about
this one,
whether, like, will they stop? They can't stop me.
No, like, not your parents. I'm talking about police.
Oh.
Like,
why would they stop you?
Have they stopped?
Yeah.
How many times they've stopped me? I've lost count of how many times they've stopped me.
And that's one of the things.
Material.
And that's one of the things
See, you can't see yourself.
that the parents that we are talking about here are trying to avoid, because they don't want police to stop you. Because they believe that police will say you are not a good child. That's
so
why
you're trying to say that we can't have our own, like, our
No, that's
own.
not what I'm trying. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. If you remember, I kept on saying that their fears.
Your ideology is based on Nigerian society. Like,
no, please, where are you living?
You have a Nigerian mentality.
Uncle Ibolongbe.
You get me?
Where are you living?
Unfortunately, we find ourselves in this place.
Now why you say UK and US? I'll be British.
Sorry. I have redeemed myself. We find ourselves in a society where anybody with dreads on an iPhone.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
You are just,
if you're on a dread, if you're iPhone, no, I'm not saying you do not judge people. I mean, even if they say you dread,
but you just did.
It's for, I'm talking from the parents' perspective. That's what they think. And the moment when they see just a random person like you, if I didn't know you,
we will not be regarded as just a random person.
If I didn't know you, my bro, don't let him enter our middle. If I didn't know you, if I was a Nigerian parent, I'll first look, like she free dread,
if you bring this type of person to your parents, that
God bless you.
Mommy,
but she free dread, sorry. That now I want to go first.
So everybody's just.
Let me even give you one original instance. I dated a guy. He was a Yankee guy. We were dating before he left for Yankee.
Wow.
So we did a video call. So I mean, I let my parents know who I'm with at the moment. So I was at home that day. I was
Like
on a
how many
video
months
call.
after?
Now I'm not consigned. Okay. I was on a video call. So my mom came out and I'm like, Mom, come and talk to Rice. Come and talk to Rice.
So
my mom came. She talked to him and all.
Because
so when we now ended the call, and it was on a dread. So when we ended the call, Mom now said, "Eh, I said, what was there? I now convinced her later that he's actually even pursuing a PhD.
Are you guys still together?
A PhD degree. That was not consigned. A PhD degree.
He left you for Yankee.
It was because I said PhD degree. I told her he was pursuing a PhD.
Yeah.
So that was what now. She was like, I'm pursuing PhD. I'm pursuing PhD. So she just chilled. She said, she just like, I said, okay, go bad, no. Thank you. So you get that kind of thing. So it's just random. I mean, Nigerian.
Do you know why she said Kobad? Because he's abroad.
No,
I feel
it's because he's pursuing a PhD. That's what said.
He's pursuing a PhD abroad. It is like she's like,
if that's what you want.
Combination is heavy.
ATM. Stop playing.
To answer your question, we are not together anymore, right? If you are going to watch
Definitely.
this, if you are watching this, right?
Because he's a Yankee.
We are not together anymore. But really, I mean.
We pay you. I understand.
Penake.
Please go on.
Excuse me, I served the breakfast.
Oh wow.
So
Sorry.
So
you weren't thinking ahead. So that was this how you turned down.
I say
Sorry.
Think ahead.
they could
okay, they told you that I will not travel.
plan the future.
That's not what I didn't
So
say
what now?
Anything can
You travel
happen.
in Jesus' name.
Which one is prayer?
Nobody knew Mohbad would
It's
die.
not prayer.
Nobody knew
It's
Mohbad
not a
would die.
prayer.
You sure?
You
It's
can't
either
know-
I
you
go
can't know
or
what
not.
will
It's a
happen.
choice. Excuse me, please. It's people that even need to allow these people to feel important. I beg. We either go or not.
People.
Please.
No. You know
Back
what?
to our
I
conversation.
respect that. But
Pride.
just to pretty much circle everything, my own is that our parents need to understand that yes, we understand that they love us and all their decisions and everything that they try to convince us is out of love. But they need to understand that we're in the era of individuality. Like even themselves, I'm sure, well, again, maybe times with different, they had to listen to their parents because that's what they tired. You didn't really have much of a choice, but they have to understand that we're in a different era. Like we have our own say, we can move how we want, and we can, again, be ourselves. Even if you want to be a musician, I said musician. If you want to be a magician that can't spell Houdini, like you have to be important to do your thing. Do you want to prove me wrong before we close out?
Justice for my boy. Justice for my boy.
HOUDI.
No do am. No.
NI. Thank you. Confirm that we are. See, listen. In life, yeah, we have to. You understand? I did not want to say anything before because.
Is that the British or the UK
He's not
spelling?
supposed to go and check Google.
Is that the British or the UK spelling?
Anyways, I connected myself. Let me breathe. Let Bolu breathe. Justice for Bolu.
So sorry.
Justice
But
for
thank
Bolu.
you guys
I'm
as always
supporting
for
you.
joining the show. As always, I'm Ohiz.
Annabelle.
Your youth ambassador, Samia.
Yeah,
Are you running for a position?
I'm not running. I mean, it's basically an appointment from the state government. I'm a legal
That's
secretary.
period, though. That's queen material.
And
So that's why I say people should respect me.
I want to
Houdini,
say
Oya
something.
Soro.
I want to say something. I remain Houdini. Sorry. Bolu.